What's going on, everybody? It's Dan here. Welcome back to Mass Effect 3. And as you can see, like usual, the Connect voice thing is freaking right out because I'm not saying anything valid, but I will. I totally forgot that thing was enabled. So this should be another interesting gameplay. Anyway, we are doing the Leviathan DLC today, releasing today, of course. Should be an exciting one. The first official story-based DLC, not counting... I didn't count extended cut because that wasn't new really. I mean, it was, but it didn't actually include actual like participation, just cutscenes and whatnot. So we're gonna pick it up from here, and Miss Trainer told us that we had a new message at the private terminal, so we might as well check it out. It's an urgent message from Admiral Hackett. Commander, there's an Alliance researcher working on the Citadel named Dr. Garrett Bryson. I need you to meet with him right away. Dr. Bryson has uncovered important new information about Reapers that could have direct bearing on the war. I'm officially directing you to support his efforts at the first possible opportunity. Please visit Bryson's lab on the Citadel at once. Okay then, so I'm assuming... this minute, let's go to journal. What the hell are these? Oh. I forgot I had these things on the go. Alrighty, well let's head to the Citadel. I'm sorry, I'm attempting to do adjustments to this mic. There we go, okay. Now if I'm not mistaken, I have to run. How much gas do I have? Or fuel? Hopefully it's enough to get back. I think once you lose your fuel, you just... I did it one time, I think. And I think all that happens is... hold on. There we go. I think all that happens is you get a Reaper attack, and you have to, like, run your ass away, like, constantly. But I can't remember. Anyway, let's go to Dr. Bryson. Really excited for this. I love Mass Effect DLC. They're usually really good. Oh, sweet. You get to choose. We're going to Dr. Bryson's lab. Speed things up. That way we don't have to walk all the way to... He's probably on a special port because they just added that for the DLC. So it'll take you to like a special zone. Probably can't even get to it from the base, from the main Citadel. Wearing the leather jacket, looking like a pimp. I got a hoodie too I could wear.
This against all known locations and update the map. Then contact the field teams for progress report.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment.
This guy looks ugly as hell.
Could you gather the Leviathan data for us? Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Garrett Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
What's your assignment?
Our mandate is to investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
That's an interesting goal, but is anyone doubting the Reapers exist these days?
The Alliance is still desperate for intelligence. Reaper motives, their operational tactics. Anything that can give us an edge.
And how did you wind up in charge?
When the rest of the galaxy says something doesn't exist, I take that as a chance to prove that it does.
So you're in it for the challenge?
For the truth. Even as late as 2148, humanity still thought aliens were a myth. That was within my lifetime. Once that myth was proven to be reality, our entire history changed.
Reapers were part of that reality too.
But even they have a history, Commander. If we can just uncover it, there may be a weakness we can exploit.
Sounds useful.
Could have used your help 3 years ago.
Yes. If people had paid more attention to your Prothean beacon, we might not be in this war. But now with new information we've uncovered, a breakthrough's near. Hadley, do you have the data?
Something's wrong with Padley.
No.
What are you doing?
This is Commander Shepard. I need C-Sec at my location, now!
You shouldn't be here. The darkness can't be breached.
What's wrong with this guy? Is he indoctrinated?
Transit records show his name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine. But I could use your help sorting this out, Edie. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
What? What's happening?
You tell me.
I was gathering our data when you arrived, and then it was dark. Cold. Like I was someplace else.
And then?
I don't know! A gun was in my hand. Dr. Bryson, there was a loud noise.
That was you shooting him.
I didn't do it, it wasn't me! You have to believe that.
So someone else pulled that trigger?
But I would never do that!
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Indoctrination? Me?
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
What's wrong?
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it. Get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, sir.
Commander, you'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update? Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something. Give me the brief. About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed. But I'm intrigued by the larger implication. What could have killed the Reaper in the first place? Exactly. That's the real Leviathan. It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
There is also a follow-up message from a few weeks later.
Admiral, the Reapers are shadowing my field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan themselves. Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator, and it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down. You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
Anything capable of killing a Reaper could do a lot of collateral damage.
Yet given the state of this conflict, I believe the saying, "The enemy of my enemy is my friend," may be relevant.
I think
But
I
we
get
won't know
that
unless
too.
we
I
can
believe
find
in
it.
that.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
This must be the artifact the assistant mentioned. And here's the log.
Dr. Bryson, it's Garneau. I'm sending you an artifact I found. About the only thing I found there, in fact. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here. I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this Project Travel allowance. Maybe I can project our Reaper killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
Let's focus on what he does say then.
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path.
And crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this office.
So how do we narrow it down?
Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan. It may help us locate Garneau.
Cool. He's got his own, but hold on, what's around here? Okay. What else we got in here? I'm creating Screamo music right now. And then you gotta sing like really. And then she took my hand and spit blood on it, and then okay. That was fucking perfect. Alright, now let's consult the
Does
galaxy.
this tell us where Garneau went?
No, but we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
I'm sorry, I thought that was really funny. That was like perfect. They're just like, "Ah!" Okay, I gotta search for clues. Alright, I'll do this guy again. No. Where are your damn clues? Oh, what's this?
Is this Prothean?
Yes. I believe Dr. Bryson and Liara would have had much to discuss.
Can you add a search filter for locations known to have Prothean ruins or artifacts?
Adding the search filter, you may examine the results on the Galaxy Map program.
Oh, pretty neat. Is that all that I can look for? Except for... That's hilarious. Oh, what's this? New SMG upgrade? I just saw it. Where'd it go? Holy crap, there's a lot of stuff here. The Thorian. I remember the Thorian on Pharos. You remember that mind-controlling species? The Thorian, a life form discovered on Pharos, provides fascinating insight into the life cycle of a truly alien species. Unlike conventionally intelligent life, it does not use mass relays. Prothean artifacts would not interest it. Commander Shepard claims that Reaper enemies cultivated life to evolve along lines they couldn't predict, using technology the Reapers controlled. The Thorian is an exception to that rule. It evolved to use organic tools rather than conventional technology. Leviathan must be somehow similar to have survived undetected for so long. The Thorian used pain conditioning to control its victims, using them as manual labor, or even as a man would use his own hands as fingers. Commander Shepard claims that Reapers do the same thing through a different process called indoctrination. Whatever Leviathan is, it must be doing something similar. Huh.
Bryson was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
The photographs have a trace chemical residue. It may be visible under another light source.
Black light. Ah!
Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course. Edie, can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
Adding this search filter to the Galaxy Map.
I see.
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
He was studying it as an object of importance. We should look more closely at a sample.
This must be one right here.
Meteorite sample. With traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need ESO?
While it is not consumed as fuel during FTL travel, element 0 will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
Okay. Can you give me a search filter for locations with element 0?
Adding the search filter now.
Cool, cool, cool. That'll help. So you can go find all these things as part of a side thing. Here's the pulse relay. Upgrade. I don't really use the SMG that much, but maybe I ought to. Picture.
By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
Oh, his
This does
daughter.
not seem relevant at the moment.
It might, though. You never know. It actually might become relevant.
March 7th, 2186. I'm looking at the Rachni. Their movements during the Rachni Wars suggest alien influence. But the timing is wrong. And Rachni weren't implanted with Reaper tech. What if Leviathan was preparing the Rachni to fight the Reapers?
What do you think, Edie?
It is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient Rachni fleet activity to find Leviathan. If we can find data on the movement of ancient Rachni ships, it may help us narrow our search. Those appear to be sightings of ships that match Rachni's signatures.
I thought I
Can you add
saved the
cross-reference
flippin'
for locations
Rachni.
of sightings?
Adding it now.
I did though. That's what I don't understand.
By Anne Bryce.
Still nothing important, huh? There's a lot of crap here to look at. Anything over here? Oh, it's a bedroom. Oh, it's a bathroom. Captain's log 2483, and to the nearest decimal point. Took a giant shit in my toilet today and struggled with it, but I managed to get it out. Noticed traces of corn in stool sample. Captain out. Oh, that was the getting all wet. Hey Edie, you wanna come on in here? You know, I'm feeling a little bit cyber, if you get my meaning. Oh, this is so funny. I love this. Oh god, the shitter. The stool sample, captain's log. Can I look out here? Like, look at this. He must have been collecting some sort of sample. Oh, sweet. I found... What the fudge? Hold on. Did I set this thing to busy? I thought I did. Oh, not profile. Whoops. Sorry. Preferences. I swear to God, I set it to busy. I'm like 99.9999% sure. Anyway, what's this? Oh, I don't want to go yet. Oh, look at that. That's the one I originally saw. All these upgrades. But he's got all these upgrades for me. I'll have to do some modding. Anyway, before I check these two out, there was nothing else in here, right? Oh, there was stuff here. What's this?
This appears to be encrypted data on Reaper fleet activity.
You think it's relevant?
Possibly. But it is impossible to say without more data. And the decryption key.
It's probably in the video log.
Sir, this is Bryson. We know the Reapers are after Leviathan. Studying Reaper hunting patterns could be vital to finding it.
That data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands...
It won't. The data's encrypted. I'll keep the decryption key safe. Close to my heart.
Ah, and that's where the picture comes.
What the hell does that mean?
That's the picture. That's the picture. That's when it comes relevant. What the hell is this? Sovereign. Anyway, where the hell was... here it is, the picture.
By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
Records indicate Anne is now 28. She works for the Alliance.
Bryson was keeping the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
Maybe
An interesting hypothesis. But I detect no trace of the decryption key in this... art.
Ha.